thought the writers did an incredible job.
Yeah.
That was not an easy feat.
I was worried one of us was going to be killed off in the finale, so...
We tried to send you to space.
Yeah.
The Big Bang Theory isn't just about jokes and science. It's also about the people who made it unforgettable. The actors behind Sheldon, Leonard, Penny, and the gang have real names, real ages, and real relationships that you might not know. Some have surprising love stories, others have strong family bonds, and some even keep close friendships off-screen. Want to know who is older, who is married, or who stayed close after the show ended? Join us as we uncover the real ages, names, and relationships of the Big Bang Theory cast. Jim Parsons. Jim Parsons was born in Houston, Texas on March 24, 1973. When he was 34 years old, he started playing the character Sheldon Cooper on The Big Bang Theory in 2007. This character became the heart of the show, influencing its comedy style. Sheldon was unique and captivating to viewers, leading to a major impact on Parsons' life. For many years, Jim Parsons kept his sexuality a secret because he was afraid that coming out could harm the career he had worked hard to build. Keeping this secret was difficult and put a lot of pressure on him. It also affected his relationship with Todd Spiewak, making their love feel delicate at times. In 2012, when he finally revealed the truth about his sexuality, he felt relief but also faced criticism. The negative reactions caused emotional pain that praise couldn't fix. Even after getting married in 2017, their relationship was still under public scrutiny, which brought its own set of challenges. Portraying Sheldon Cooper for 12 seasons took a toll on him emotionally. Trying to keep up the character's perfection took a lot of energy from him. Jim Parsons eventually opened up about how the stress and constant fatigue led him into a state of depression. The anxiety of feeling like he was losing control over his own life became too much for him. In 2019, he made the decision to leave the show in order to prioritize his mental health, even though it meant closing a chapter that fans were not ready to see end. In 2026, Jim Parsons is 52 years old and has shifted to less hectic work, prioritizing his marriage and inner tranquility. His net worth, which is around $80 million, is increasing due to smart decisions in his career as an actor and producer. Johnny Galecki. Johnny Galecki was born on April 30, 1975, in Brie, Belgium. He was interested in acting from a young age and eventually landed a role in a popular TV series. When he was 32, he played Leonard Hoffeder, an experimental physicist in The Big Bang Theory, which started in 2007. This role was a major turning point in his life and career. Despite not being the most outgoing character, Leonard became the emotional center of the show, bringing a sense of kindness and vulnerability to the group. Through his character, Johnny Galecki became the heart of the ensemble cast, which went on to become iconic in television history. His personal life was significant and important. His feelings for Galecki were influenced by fear and the careful decisions he made. He kept his relationship with Kaley Cuoco a secret in order to ensure the success of the show. Although this choice was intended to maintain harmony in their professional lives, it became a serious burden for both of them. Hiding their love caused emotional stress and had a lasting impact on them. Subsequent relationships provided some moments of optimism and intimacy, but they never truly felt secure. Their fame made them feel constantly scrutinized and vulnerable. The public eye made their personal lives seem temporary and fragile. Later in his life, a new and more gentle chapter began. In 2024, Galecki married Morgan. Their daughter's birth brought happiness and significance to his life. Becoming a father made him happy, but it also brought back the sadness he felt when he lost his own father suddenly many years ago. Being a dad made him think about what he had lost and what he had gained, mixing joy with old sorrow. His life was greatly affected by a severe illness. In 2010, Galecki experienced a scary bout of paralysis. He was eventually diagnosed with Guillain-Barré syndrome. This illness paused his filming career and made him unsure about his future. He worried that he might never be able to walk or act again, and could potentially lose control of his body. The following months were filled with uncertainty, pain, and slow healing. These events had a lasting impact on him. Even when he went back to work, he couldn't forget how quickly life can change without warning with every step he took. In 2026, Galecki is 50 years old and lives a peaceful life in Nashville. He is selective about his work, only taking on roles that are emotionally fulfilling. His net worth is approximately $100 million, a testament to his success. However, it also represents the challenges he faced dealing with fame, illness, love, and finding inner peace. Kaley Cuoco. She was born in Camarillo, California, on November 30, 1985. Her life began with the potential for warmth and talent. As she grew up, she bravely entered the world of acting. At the age of 22, she landed the role of Penny in The Big Bang Theory in 2007. Penny was a kind-hearted waitress with a sharp wit, who gradually became a kind of hero. Her character brought a sense of humanity to a world of brilliant minds and chaos. Penny added emotional depth to the show and helped the characters connect, giving the sitcom a gentle pulse that resonated with viewers worldwide. This role brought her immense fame and transformed her life in a significant way. However, with fame came great sorrow. In 2010, a sudden accident altered her life when she was thrown off a horse that bucked underneath her. The fall caused a severe ankle injury that doctors initially thought might require amputation. Waking up in a hospital bed, she feared she may never walk again. The physical pain wasn't the only thing she struggled with, as it also affected her self-assurance and feeling of security in the world. Her heart went through difficult times. In 2013, she quickly entered a marriage with Ryan Sweeting that ended in divorce due to different expectations. This made her vulnerable and subject to public scrutiny. She then married Carl Cook, hoping for lasting love, but it also ended in divorce in 2022. These failures made her doubt her ability to have a lasting relationship. Each breakup left a lasting impact on her. With Tom Pelphrey, she once again found comfort. In 2023, she became a mother, experiencing both immense happiness and heavy responsibilities. Balancing sleepless nights, postpartum anxiety, and constant filming became her daily routine. Even moments of joy were met with exhaustion. By 2025, Kaley Cuoco was 40 years old, still working hard and striving to create a fulfilling life beyond just surviving. She managed acting, producing, and raising her daughter while safeguarding her hard-earned sense of peace. Despite her net worth of $110 million, there were emotional scars that money couldn't heal. Moving into 2026, Kaley Cuoco's life is a testament of resilience, shaped by both success and enduring pain. Simon Helberg. Simon Helberg was born in Los Angeles, California, on December 9, 1980. When he was 27 years old, he started playing Howard Wolowitz on The Big Bang Theory in 2007. This character was known for his quirky style and confident attitude. This role was a big moment for Simon Helberg's life and career. His acting brought a lot of energy, emotions, and humor to the show. Even though he almost said no to the role, it ended up being a major turning point in his career. His personal life developed as he became more famous. Simon tied the knot with Jocelyn Town in 2007. To outsiders, their relationship seemed peaceful and stable, which was rare in an industry known for constant change. However, the long and intense filming schedules took a toll on his family life. Being away for extended periods made him feel disconnected from his family sometimes. Juggling the duties of raising two kids while working on a successful sitcom globally brought about a subtle feeling of guilt that he struggled to communicate. He often felt torn between his ambition to succeed and his wish to be there for his children, stuck between advancing in his career and family time. Another challenge for Simon was realizing how time passes and things change. Although he was generally healthy, He acknowledged the anxiety that comes with getting older in an industry that values youth. Comedy demands attention, quick wit, and emotional resilience, so leaving The Big Bang Theory created new doubts. Following the show's conclusion, he navigated auditions and various roles, uncertain of how he would be perceived in the industry. He worried that people might only see him as his familiar TV character. By 2025, Simon Helberg was 45 years old and getting more picky about the roles he chose while focusing more on his family life. His net worth was around $55 million, a result of years of hard work and smart choices. In 2026, as he continues to pursue success, he is mindful of the responsibilities and opportunities that come with fame. Kunal Nayyar. Kunal Nayyar was born on April 30, 1981, in Hammersmith, West London. Since he was young, he has always been interested in science and learning new things. When he was 26, he got the opportunity to play Rauch, an astrophysicist on The Big Bang Theory, which changed his life. As Rauch, he brought warmth and charm to the show with his shy and soft-spoken character. This role gave him recognition worldwide and made him a well-known face to millions of viewers. Unexpected challenges came with his rise to fame. While the role boosted his career, it also added significant pressure to his personal life. In 2011, Kunal tied the knot with Neha Kapoor. Their relationship was strong, but fame began to strain their daily life. Despite being adored by many, he felt a strange sense of loneliness. Even in crowded places, he sometimes felt disconnected. Neha stood by him with love and patience, but the demands of his work and constant travel created emotional distance. This gap eventually became something they had to confront. Their love endured, but it was affected by quiet nights of silence and unspoken tension. Hidden behind the glamorous facade of television, Kunal was going through some tough challenges. After the show ended, he experienced a major emotional breakdown. Despite his successful career, he felt lost and empty inside. The negative feedback about his character, stereotyping, accent emphasis, and cultural expectations all contributed to his declining mental health. Mayim Bialik. Mayim Bialik was born in San Diego, California, on December 12, 1975. She displayed acting and learning skills from a young age. At the age of 35, she landed the role of Amy Farrah Fowler on The Big Bang Theory in 2010. Amy's character was a quirky neuroscientist. This role was a major shift in Mayim's career, bringing her back into the spotlight and changing the show's emotional direction. Her character brought depth and balance to the series, resonating with viewers. Amy Farrah Fowler appeared to be confident and quirky on television, but in reality, Mayim Bialik was dealing with personal challenges. Her marriage had ended before her success on TV, and in 2013, she ended a 10-year relationship with Michael Stone. The divorce was extremely difficult for her and was one of the toughest times in her life. She was also raising 2 sons on her own, leaving her tired, overwhelmed, and questioning if the sacrifices she made for stability were worth it emotionally. Mayim worked hard to shield her children from the effects of the separation, but the struggle of rebuilding her family alone stayed with her for years. Her difficulties extended beyond her personal life. Mayim encountered harsh backlash from the public for her views on attachment parenting and comments she made regarding vaccines. These controversial topics thrust her into unexpected debates. The criticism and scrutiny from others led her to question herself at times. This was particularly challenging when she was living on a modest income as a lecturer after taking a break from acting to pursue her PhD. Doubt from others concerning her decisions and capabilities caused her emotional distress and compounded her stress levels. By 2025, Mayim was 49 years old and doing well in many aspects of her life, despite facing some emotional challenges along the way. She achieved financial stability through her work in acting, writing, and hosting, with a net worth of around $20 million. However, the most significant growth for her was personal. After years of juggling family responsibilities and career pressures, she discovered how to prioritize herself once again. This newfound inner strength and self-respect carried over into 2026, a time when she felt more confident in her own value and well-being. Melissa Rauch. Melissa Rauch was born on June 23, 1980, in Marlborough Township, New Jersey. She had a passion for acting and big aspirations from a young age. At 29, she landed a role that had a significant impact on her life. In 2009, she portrayed Bernadette Rostenkowski in The Big Bang Theory. Despite her character's small stature, Melissa brought her to life with vibrant energy and enthusiasm. Her bold voice and commanding presence made her a standout comedic force on the show. While many viewers found her character humorous, few were aware of the personal struggles Melissa was facing off-screen. Getting married to Winston Rauch provided her with a sense of comfort and encouragement. Their love was a source of strength for her during difficult times. The road to becoming parents was a challenging one. Melissa experienced several miscarriages before finally welcoming their 2 children. Each miscarriage brought immense sorrow. The medical procedures, the countless hours spent in waiting rooms, and the constant cycle of hope and disappointment took a toll on her emotionally. Even after becoming a mother, she still carried fear in her heart. The memories of her losses lingered with her. Melissa had to deal with constant judgment from the public. Being only 1 meter tall, she received mean comments about her voice and body. The entertainment industry was not always friendly to her. Casting directors frequently rejected her. People she didn't know mocked her. Before finding stability with The Big Bang Theory, she went through times of not having a job. She waited in line for work and struggled to hold back tears, telling herself she still had a place in acting. After the show ended, Melissa faced new challenges. By the year 2025, she was 45 years old and a mother of 2. She found success in Night Court, taking on roles that showcased her strength. Her estimated net worth of $20 million came from years of hard work in acting and producing. Despite the industry initially trying to sideline her, Melissa persevered. By 2026, her journey serves as an inspiring example of patience, bravery, and inner strength. Bob Newhart. Arthur Jeff. Bob Newhart was born on September 5, 1929, in Oak Park, Illinois. He was known for his gentle and comforting style of comedy that resonated with many people. At the age of 84, he portrayed Professor Proton, the beloved childhood idol of Sheldon on The Big Bang Theory in 2013. This role brought warmth, nostalgia, and wisdom to the later seasons of the show and introduced his extensive career to new audiences. His gentle sense of humor masked a life filled with challenges, resilience, and a profound personal sorrow. He was married to Ginny for 6 decades, and their relationship was the most important aspect of his life. Their love story was unique in Hollywood, untouched by any public controversy. Unfortunately, when she passed away in 2023, his life took a painful turn. In his last year, he became quieter, less joyful, and struggled to navigate each day without his lifelong companion by his side. Before he experienced this loss, he had already been through a tough health fight. He battled a severe smoking habit that caused laryngeal cancer in 1985. The doctors told him there was a chance he may lose his voice, which was crucial to his work and who he was. He also had some rough patches in his career. Even though The Bob Newhart Show and Newhart were successful and made TV history, his later projects like Bob in 1992 and George and Leo in 1997 were not well received. These disappointments took a toll on him, and he worried about being forgotten in an industry that moves quickly. Professor Proton's role brought him renewed recognition and happiness. He won his first Emmy at 84, which was a meaningful achievement later in life. Bob Newhart passed away on July 18, 2024, at the age of 94 after a brief illness. His estimated net worth of $65 million reflected his years of work in stand-up comedy, success on television, and consistent effort. He was buried next to his beloved wife. His impact, warmth, and comedic style are still cherished by audiences through 2026 and beyond. Ann Susi. Ann Susi was born on February 2, 1952, in Brooklyn, New York. She gained fame for her role as Debbie Wolowitz in The Big Bang Theory, where she played the strong off-screen mother from Brooklyn. In 2007, her character showed that even without being seen, she could have a powerful impact on every scene. Her voice brought a unique presence to the show and helped define its tone in a special way. A woman with years of hard work and personal sacrifices was behind the well-known voice. Carol never got married or had kids because she dedicated her life to acting. She took on various guest roles, did voice work for video games, performed in small theaters, and accepted any acting job to make a living. Although success seemed near at times, it always felt out of reach. As roles decreased over time, she started feeling lonely in between auditions and work opportunities. When cancer unexpectedly entered her life, it was discovered just a week before she passed away. Despite knowing the sad truth, she decided to suffer in silence rather than seek comfort from others. Even as she neared the end, those close to her mentioned that she continued to make jokes, tried to keep working, and held on to the hope of going back to the studio. Unfortunately, that dream was never realized. The disease progressed faster than anticipated, claiming her life before any treatment could start. Her famous voice was silenced, and everything came to a halt on November 11, 2014. Ann Susi passed away when she was 62 years old. She was buried at St. Charles Cemetery in East Farmingdale, New York. Her net worth was around $1 million, which she earned through years of small payments, doing voice work, and moments of creative brilliance that went unnoticed by many. Her path from hard work to making a lasting impact on television is still remembered today, and her legacy is still respected as we move into 2026. Sussman. Sussman was born in New York City on December 4, 1970. When he started playing Stuart Bloom on The Big Bang Theory in 2009, he was 39 years old. Stuart was a shy and awkward comic book store owner in the show, and fans loved him for his delicate and endearing personality. Despite appearing fragile, Stuart always managed to stay strong, mirroring aspects of Kevin's own life that many didn't recognize. Kevin got married to Alessandra Young in 2006, hoping for a happy marriage. However, their relationship deteriorated over 11 years and eventually led to a tumultuous divorce that took a toll on him emotionally. The stress of dividing their assets through legal proceedings added to his burdens. Kevin did not have any children, and he faced challenges with depression during this time. To cope with his struggles, he sought therapy to help him regain his emotional strength. Before facing personal struggles, Kevin almost quit acting after his experience on Ugly Betty. He felt burdened by financial issues and was uncertain about his future in Hollywood. In 2014, he suffered a major bicycle accident that resulted in a broken leg. This unfortunate incident caused him to miss filming and worry about being replaced in his role as Stuart Bloom. Even after he healed, he still carried a fear of losing his job. However, Kevin persisted and moved ahead. He kept working, writing scripts, taking on minor acting gigs, and gradually rejuvenating both his career and self-esteem. In 2025, at the age of 55, he married Addie Hall again and discovered a fresh enthusiasm for his life and work. Kevin stayed busy with projects like Better Call Saul and an HBO series that was announced in 2025. His estimated net worth of $4 million demonstrates consistent hard work and determination rather than overnight success. This continuous progress and newfound sense of purpose propel his journey into 2026. Baranski. Baranski was born on May 2, 1952, in Buffalo, New York. In 2009, at 57 years old, she joined The Big Bang Theory as Beverly Hoffeder, Leonard's icy and hyper-intellectual psychologist mother. Her character brought sharpness and intensity to every scene, blending clinical cruelty with a subtle, unsettling warmth, making Beverly one of the show's most psychologically impactful figures. Behind the screen, Christine faced personal heartbreak. Her marriage to actor Matthew Cowles lasted over 30 years, but ended in 2014 when he passed away suddenly of heart failure. Christine experienced profound grief and adjusted to life as a single mother to 2 grown daughters. The years that followed were defined by quiet resilience, rebuilding routines, and supporting her daughters while carrying her husband's memory. By 2025, at 73, Christine continues her work in stage and television, living privately in Connecticut. Her estimated net worth of $8 million reflects decades of consistent work, though she emphasizes that survival, rather than success, has shaped her life. As of 2026, Christine remains a model of grace, strength, and perseverance. Laurie Metcalf. Laurie Metcalf was born on June 16, 1955, in Illinois. At 52, she joined The Big Bang Theory in 2007, playing Mary Cooper, Sheldon's devoted, sharp-tongued, and deeply protective mother. Her performance made Mary the emotional center that grounded Sheldon's brilliant but chaotic personality, showing how faith, fear, and unconditional love shaped one of television's most unusual geniuses. Laurie's real life, however, was more complicated. Her first marriage to Jeff Perry ended under the pressures of young parenthood and rising careers, leaving her a single mother in the early 1990s. She later married actor Matt Roth, but creative differences, emotional distance, and family challenges led to their split in 2014. Laurie raised 4 children while managing exhaustion and loneliness, often using her acting to express emotions she could not say aloud. Today, at 70 years old in 2026, Laurie continues acting, rebuilding her life, and learning to live with her past. With an estimated net worth of $14 million, she remains a testament to resilience and talent, showing that even the strongest performers carry unseen scars. John Ross Bowie. John Ross Bowie was born on May 30, 1971 in New York City. He joined The Big Bang Theory in 2009 at the age of 38, playing Barry Kripke, a clever and speech-impaired physicist who loved to tease Sheldon and Leonard. His character brought a chaotic rivalry that added humor in unexpected and darker ways. Behind the laughter, John quietly struggled with personal battles. His marriage to comedian Jamie Denbo remained strong, but years of alcohol addiction strained their relationship. He often returned home feeling like a shadow of himself, unable to provide stability. The fear of losing his family pushed him into rehab. John had faced depression long before fame, relying on medication in his 30s to quiet the overwhelming weight of fear and doubt. Some days felt like moving through cement, while nights were spent staring at the ceiling, questioning normalcy. Recovery was not easy. It required honesty, therapy, and the gradual rebuilding of a man who once felt unworthy of joy. By 2025, at 54, John continues to write music and perform. Wil Wheaton. Wil Wheaton was born on July 29, 1972 in Burbank, California. In 2009, at 37 years old, he appeared on The Big Bang Theory as an exaggerated version of himself. His character became a beloved recurring presence, forming both conflict and connection with Sheldon. The role allowed Wil to reshape his life story through humor instead of pain. Despite the laughter on screen, the shadows of his early life remained. He endured emotional abuse and pressure from parents who prioritized fame over his well-being. As a young adult, this trauma grew into severe anxiety and depression, reaching a near crisis in 1990. Marriage offered both refuge and challenge. His wife, Ann Prince, supported him through relapse, recovery, and the slow journey of healing. Wil adopted her 2 sons and worked to feel worthy of stability. Yet, memories of teen stardom, public ridicule, and rejection from Star Trek fans continued to trigger anxiety attacks behind closed doors. Sobriety brought clarity, but the struggle with PTSD and generalized anxiety remains. Laura Spencer. Laura Spencer was born on May 8, 1986, in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. At 28 years old, she joined The Big Bang Theory in 2014 as Emily Sweeney, Raj's dark-humored and unsettling girlfriend. Her calm, sharp delivery brought a new psychological layer to the show. Emily quietly revealed Raj's deepest fears about love and vulnerability. Outside of her characters, Laura's career followed a different path. After the viral success of the Lizzie Bennet Diaries, she faced Hollywood's fleeting attention and the fear of being typecast as the quirky redhead. She worked on Bones and smaller independent projects while writing scripts late at night, hoping to create opportunities the casting rooms refused. By 2025, at 39 years old, Laura was steadily building a career in production, shaping stories that allowed her to go beyond supporting roles. What do you think about these actors and actresses? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Before you go, be sure to click on the video shown on your screen.